So starting in the 1990s, there was the building up of the middle and upper classes and throughout a variety of countries in Asia, primarily in China. And with that became more revenue, so people had more expendable money to buy things. And so that started with either people returning and continuing the use of traditional medicines, and turtles unfortunately play a major role in that because turtles are such long-lived animals. People think if you consume part of that animal, you will also live longer, and also it may help with a variety of different ailments. And then some turtles, because they're just so attractive, are thought of as status symbols, as pets. And unfortunately, as turtles become rarer and rarer, these species, the demand only increases. It's like a rare painting by Picasso, except this is a living creature that may live 50 to 75 years. So it initially started as the Asian turtle crisis, where all the turtles were kind of collected through all these countries, and they would end up in these markets that has made a lot of the news recently with the coronavirus, where these animals were sold for food and pets, as I mentioned, or medicinal purposes, and they were just collected by in some cases by the tonnage was how turtles were removed from the wild. Because turtles are so long-lived, they do not reproduce at generally at a quick enough pace to keep up with the collecting pressures that are affecting them. So the populations were just drastically declining. Another spot that has even greater turtle diversity is in the United States. So as the turtles disappeared in Asia, these traffickers, these poachers would look for other areas, and they would look for states that had weak laws regarding collecting of turtles. And so that's when they came to the United States. And so for the last 15 or so years, we have seen this sharp decline happening here. And the most commonly affected species are eastern box turtles, which is a species that a lot of us see, crossing the road. We help them cross the road in the summer months. But when you look at their endangered status, they're listed as vulnerable, which is the same status level as, say, a snow leopard or a manatee, two animals that we think of that are in really dire straits in regards to extinction. So the North American Turtle Safe program is really just going to be the rallying cry for all of North America's turtles. We're focusing primarily on 5 species at the moment, but there are many of other species that are also being poached out. Zoos are great for getting the word out of education to the general public. That's what we're here for. We can help them take those animals so they're confiscated, they're not illegally sent out, so they at least remain here in the United States and have a potential possible role in returning at least some of their bloodlines back to the wild. So it's education, it's rehabilitation, it's reintroduction when possible. Those are kind of the 3 main goals of this, and overall just raising awareness about this crisis. Because again, everyone thinks about elephants and rhinos and tigers. Again, very important animals that we need to preserve, but sometimes it's the animals right underneath our nose, even in our backyards, like box turtles, that are disappearing and we don't even know it.